All right, so I just want to say the Titans firing Mike Vrabel. I'm really, really, really not happy about it. Um, but we got Amy Adams Strunk, which is the team owner of the Tennessee Titans, on the decision to part ways with head coach Mike Vrabel. So let's get into it and see what they see what her reasoning is. Look at this right here. Tennessee Titans did the unthinkable. It's I was shocked, man. I was driving, it popped up on my phone. It's kind of like the AJ Brown trade, man. I was in the car doing that too, man. But yeah, I was kind of shocked and not the happiest, man. But yeah, let's get into this.
Titans controlling owner Amy Adams Strunk to discuss her decision to make a change in the head coaching position with the ball club. Amy, you mentioned in your statement that it was as difficult a decision as you've had to make in this role. What has Mike Vrabel meant to the Titans organization?
Well, you're right, Mike. It was a very difficult decision. And Mike was our head coach for 6 seasons, and he brought a lot of passion every day to work,
Yeah, he
to
did, man.
players, to staff, to the organization. And I will always appreciate what Mike brought and wish the best for Mike and his family.
Can you tell us the
Mike Vrabel is a great head coach, man. Look at all the winning seasons he had. The last 2 years he hasn't had a winning season, but other than that, overall, he's still one of the probably one of the best coaches that Titans has ever had. If you look at his overall winning percentage, I mean his overall winning record, he's 55 and 48. 55 wins, 48 losses. So, he had more wins than he had losses. That's not the greatest record, but in the last 2 years, he was, I believe, 13 and 21. So in the last 2 years, um, that's kind of what set his record back. But overall, Mike Vrabel is a great coach, man. I'm sad to see him go, man.
reason or reasons that you decided to make this change?
The last 2 seasons have been very disappointing, and the fans felt it. I felt it. We made changes last year, and I came to believe we needed to make a change to the coaching staff.
People want to know, when did you come to this decision?
It wasn't a last night or a month ago or whenever. It's just kind of been all season watching, and it was difficult, but I thought it was time to make that change.
There's been discussion in a lot of different circles about the possibility of trading the head coach. Was consideration given to trading Mike Vrabel?
Let's see what she says to this, because I want to know. I want to know why they didn't trade him to the Patriots and at least get some trades out of it or something. So let's see what she says to this.
The head coach. Was consideration given to trading Mike Vrabel?
Well, yes, there was, but there's a bit of misconception about a coach's contract, say, versus a player's contract. A coach's contract, you can't trade them unless they're a willing partner to that trade. So, yes, we thought about it, but at the end of the day, with league rules the way they are, it would have maybe put us back 3 weeks. And, honestly, to get the right head coach, I was just not willing to go to the back of the line and take a chance of missing out on someone we really wanted.
All right, so I'm going to put two questions together.
So you didn't trade him because you want to stay in the front of the. How's it gonna put you back 3 weeks? Take you 3 weeks to make a trade? I don't think it take 3 weeks to make a trade. I think you call New England up right now. They they might bite. It might take you a week or so, but it shouldn't take 3 weeks. But no, I mean I get what she's saying. If it did put you back that far, then there's a possibility you're missing out on some good coaches. Because by then the Super Bowl will almost be here. Some coaches are already going to be being hired and stuff. So you'll be missing out on some of them. But who do you really want? You're making it sound like you're going to go get somebody big, somebody that we really are going to be excited for. So who do you really want? Because at the end of the day, if you come out and you hired somebody that, nobody even knows who they are, and then they come out and they fail next year and the year after that, whatever, then all you saying all this doesn't even matter. Because, it's kind of like the draft. I kind of thought we might try to trade up. They were like, we know who our guy is and we're going after him. I thought, okay, maybe it's AR. Maybe it's Anthony Richardson. Maybe it's CJ. Maybe they're going to try to trade up and get him. Let's see. It's probably impossible to get CJ because he went with the number 2 pick and you weren't going to get the number 1 or number 2 pick. But it would be a possibility to get the 3rd pick from the Cardinals and get AR. but they didn't do that. So the Texans instead got to trade for that pick and then got Will Anderson. So, it's kind of like this. I say that because it's kind of a comparison. She's saying that they didn't trade him because it would have put him back and a little bit on the timeline, and they might not have been able to get the guy that they really wanted. So then, who do you really want? Because to me, it sounds like somebody you want, like a name. So then, you better come out and hire a big time name then. Because if you just come out and hire somebody that just drags along and puts us in a worse position than we were in, when you could have traded him and got some trade picks and stuff for him, and he would have been willing. You say willing part, he would have been willing to go to the Patriots, but I don't know, man. I think they should have traded him.
Will the new head coach report to Rand Carthon or to you? And who will have control of the 53-man roster?
Today is about the coaching staff. I'm not quite ready to answer that question. I still have some things to work through, but I will answer both those questions at the end of the process.
So when it's done, you'll make this clear publicly who the head coach reports to and who has control of the roster.
Absolutely, yes.
Some specifics about specifics in the search now. A lot of people are saying that Amy Adams Strunk is only going to consider someone with an offensive background to be the head coach. Is that true?
Actually, no. I believe we need to improve across the board. So it's important to find someone that brings in, a lot of diverse ideas and fresh perspective, and that's the most important thing in that new head coach.
All right, let me take that a step further. So then what you're saying is you're going to be very interested in the staff that a potential head coach can show you when he talks to you.
Yes, that's going to be very important. The head coach is the leader and the face, but that staff is super important. So we're gonna want him to bring in strong candidates, and we want to hear who he's going to bring in.
What would you say you have learned from your previous coaching searches, general manager searches, that you will apply to this particular search in 2024?
Cast a wide net. Take your time. We have a vision, and we want that coach to have that vision, and we're going to work.
I understand about taking your time, but what you just said a minute ago, you don't want to take time because you don't want to miss out on prime candidates.
To get it right.
At this moment that you make this change and set a new course for the Tennessee Titans, what does Amy Adams Strunk want Titans fans to know at this time?
I have high expectations, and I'll never apologize for that. And these fans deserve a great team, and they deserve a championship brought to the city. And that's what we're going to work towards. And I'm prepared to make the hard decisions to hopefully get us there sooner. This team has a bright future. We have Rand. We have a promising young quarterback. I mean, the sky's the limit. We've got cap space. We've got a great draft position. Things are bright for the Titans. I'm really very, very optimistic. And I'd like to thank the fans for hanging with us this year. Our season was unacceptable, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there sooner rather than later.
Well, I sure hope so, man. But I will say, I'm really sad to see Mike Vrabel go. I just want to say, man, Mike Vrabel has been. It's not really emotional, but it kind of is, because Mike Vrabel's been the coach since I really started following the Titans. I wasn't a huge NFL fan. I watched it here and there, but I didn't really have a team, I wouldn't say. I started liking the Titans. Obviously, I'm from Tennessee, bro. I like the Tennessee Vols. Go Vols, bro. But no, so I started following Titans. Ever since then, it's been like, 2016, 17, something like that. But ever since I've been following him mainly, he's been here almost. So majority of the time, the ups and the downs, he's been here. I remember him taking us to the AFC Championship and all that. So I'm not going to go on a rant, man, but all I want to say is I thank Mike Vrabel for everything he did for the Titans. I think he's probably one of the best coaches we've had. Unfortunately, we didn't get to win it all with him. But I wish him the best of luck, man. And I hope that, I have a feeling that one day he'll be coaching somewhere and he'll be playing us and he'll dog stomp us and everything else. And then we'll say, oh, man, we shouldn't let him go. But, man, I wish Mike Vrabel the best, man, and I hope that you go figure it out, man. Go be a DC or go be in maybe even a head coach somewhere else, man, and go rock it out, man. Tighten up, man. Hopefully we find us a good coach, man.